Okay, so will Harry realize what he gave up and want it back, like when he's at the funeral or when he was at the funeral? Is he thinking about that? Is he having regrets about leaving the family? Does he realize what he gave up? Excuse me. Okay, so this is the Hermit. It's about Harry. He's a Virgo. He's conflicted. He's conflicted as hell. He's holding close to his emotions, and he feels like he took a risk. He knows he took a risk, and he's planning for his future. He's really just focused on the future of his little family, his children. Will he in the future realize what he gave up with his brother, with Charles, with everybody else, with his grandmother, with his grandfather before he passed? He is uncertain. He is uncertain. In the future, he's going to become overwhelmed with all of these different things coming at him. He's going to be very focused on money making, supporting his wife and her supporting the family as well, the two of them working. And he's going to be focused on the victories and the milestones of their little family. He's going to be focused on moving forward and saving money and finding balance through that. Will he realize what he gave up? Will he have regrets? Will he... You're not giving us a clear answer, Spirit. Will he have regrets? Will he realize what he gave up? Is he really going to get it? Is he ever going to understand? It's going to be a double-edged sword. So it's going to persist in being a double-edged sword for him. It's going to feel like eventually he's going to feel like he was fooled somehow or stabbed in the back somehow. The foundation's going to come out from underneath him. And then at the other end of the sharp end of the sword is going to hit him eventually. It's going to be at a point in his life where he feels like he's on top of the world. But that conflictedness he originally felt deep down inside, he is a Virgo. Virgos are intuitive. It's a Hermit card for a reason. You see, it's right there, underlying the conflict. That conflict he felt when he first left, that push-pull feeling, damned if he does, damned if he doesn't, is going to rear its ugly head later on, and it's going to say, that was intuition, Harry. This is what you were feeling, and something is going to be pulled, the rug's going to be pulled out from underneath him. He's going to feel deceived, and the tower is going to come crashing down in the future. This is probably when they do divorce in the future, and he'll feel the sharp edge of the sword. The sharp edge of the sword. That's a mouthful. And feel left out in the cold and backstabbed. But until then, he's just using temperance, biding his time. He believes this is going to last forever, you know, and he's celebrating the milestones he does have with his family. He's looking forward to his daughter's birth. He always wanted a little girl, actually. I see more than a boy. That's nice. And he's just looking forward to that stuff, you know. And he's focused on, you know, continuing a relationship with his grandmother, even though it is fractured, no matter what he says. And he's focused on his coin and his money, and really making money for his little family, and looking towards the future. And that's what I have. If you want to see extended on this on Patreon, I'm answering another question that was asked. So this question was asked on my Patreon. I'm doing another question on Patreon right after this that's going to talk about, is Harry's decision to leave the family threatening the very existence of the monarchy? And is it going to threaten Charles' ascension? Meaning, is it going to interfere with it? Is it going to cause something bad to happen with it? Is it putting bad luck over the family? Watch that on Patreon. That's going to be on Patreon, or is on right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to upload this first or that after. But yeah, go on Patreon. It'll be up at some point. $2 a month for Royals tiers, $5.99 for every video on the channel. That includes conspiracy videos about you know what, which are not really conspiracies, they're the truth. Videos about the Royals, videos about the signs, Palladian messages, spells. There's going to be a full moon spell on there, all kinds for $5.99. If you just want Royals, $2. All kinds of videos on there. All right, as above, so below. Harry felt like he was manifesting greater stability for his family and did it for love of his wife and his family. You see that? But he does feel kind of uncertain of other people that he left behind around him in the family, or their energy still around him. He feels uncertain about that. And he felt like ultimately for his own justice, for his own balance, he had to move forward. He had to move forward and use that passion, that direction, that energy from his wife, who is a Leo, Ace of Wands, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, you know, that Wands fire energy. Break his heart, leave his family behind. He had to break his heart. And he, in some ways, feels backstabbed by some of the family back home. And he just had to go and do it. He just had to go and do it. He felt like he didn't have much of a choice. So does he regret it? In a way, yes, but he hasn't fully realized what he's really lost yet. He hasn't fully realized it. He's still focused on this new beginning over in California, and his mind is focused single-mindedly on that. He doesn't see the burdens that are going to come in the future. He's not really seeing them yet. Okay, so we're going to talk about Charles and if his ascension is going to be affected on that Patreon video. As I said, it'll be about Charles. So thank you for watching. And yeah, subscribe to the Patreon. It'll be a good thing for you if you do. You will find more balanced royal readings and feel a victory of knowing all about those royals on Patreon. So thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.